everybody, it's Mike with Monkey Fab. I know it's been a while. I honestly just haven't had really much to update you guys on, so I haven't been making any videos. Apologies, but thanks if you're watching this video, and it's been a while. I know sometimes it's hard to get back in, but like I said, I just really, you guys probably don't care to see what I do on a daily basis as far as my work, and just really haven't had much of anything exciting to share. But today I have something exciting to share, so I'm pretty psyched to do that with you. The good news, the Phoenix, I got it sitting right here. We finally made it's been doing great. I've been driving it and it's terrifying. Definitely need to get the big brakes, the big Corvette brake upgrade done. The rear end narrowed and the wheels, the right tires and wheels and stuff on it, and the air conditioning figured out. But the dyno, I did call, make an appointment. I had a guy that was going to tune it, and our schedules were just, he doesn't do it full time, and our schedules just weren't meshing up right. The days that he isn't busy, I'm swamped, and the days that he wants to do, that he's open, or vice versa, whatever, vice versa, right? That's the easiest way to say it. When he's working, I'm open, and vice versa. So that didn't work out, but there's a guy in the Houston area, his name's Chris Delgado. They have a shop here called ProSpeed, and it used to be called D3, a couple different iterations that are there. But great, smart guys, great shop. Awesome cars they build, and Chris is he's a genius. So he's like Rain Man with this stuff. So I'm excited, and they got a big mainland hub-centric dyno, and I already told them I want to do YouTube stuff, and they're like, yeah, no problem, come on down. So what I'll probably do is I already got U-Haul scheduled to get this. I'll just trailer it over there, hang out for a little bit, shoot some videos, and maybe get them to videotape like the Super, whatever they end up at. So it would be nice to have this tune. The tune is just being off, and I could go in there and work on it, but I'm lazy, and they're professionals, so we'll let them do what they do best. So excited to have that thing dyno tune. I'd love to see a 6. It's like I'd like to really see a 7. I don't think that's possible with the LS9 cam and the valve train that I got in it. I think that it's gonna want to float and not want to do that, but I think a 6 is doable. And I don't want to drop, it's probably, like where it's at, it's like 10 pounds on a base timing map, running rich on E85. It's probably putting out 450 horsepower, and it's terrifying on the streets. The tires, when they're warmed up, you can get pretty good grip, but they're 245s, but they are Mickeys, and pretty soft compound. Anyway, today, what I want to share with you, man, I'm so excited. I don't do this often, but every once in a while you gotta treat yourself. Do you see this? You see this? And I've always wanted one of these. What could it be? Can I get you guys zoomed in? See what's a good looking, like maybe here, maybe a little bit back. All right. So you guys, okay, so I've always wanted one of these, but this is like, for those that know, these aren't cheap. They're not cheap at all. It's one of those things that's like you get, and I mean, you use it and you're like, man, if you gotta do this job for measuring, it's really the only way to go about doing it and doing it well. But then you're also, do I want to spend the money on it? And that's a tough one. I've almost bought this so many times, but with the price tag, I'm always able to talk myself out of buying it. But I'm getting ready to build the engine for the Volvo. We're getting ready to do that all aluminum LS2 that I got. I always tell you about, and I need this soon in. So they both look the same. I guess this is up. I hope this is up. Made in USA, so that opens, this is down, so up, down, down, up. I know I'm gonna get it wrong. Yeah. So why is that so hard to do, man? I'll tell you what, this is what you do. do this on all my cases because you can never tell what's top and what's bottom, and then you open it upside down. TOP, which used to also be my name, strangely enough. Man, look at that. So these guys cost $1,000, in the thousands, maybe $1,500 shipped. And it is a dial bore gauge. This is a 24-inch dial bore gauge, and it has, zoom you in just a little bit more. So it has like a little bolt here, and you put the amwls in there to take up the difference. And then on this side, it's got a little detent that pushes. And when that pushes, it moves the dial. Come on. Focus. Yeah. And if you look at the dots and the zeros, it goes down to what we call a tenth of a thousandths. So you use this to measure the tenths of thousandths of inches. So when you're, this is really good for doing bearings. It's really good for measuring bores when you're actually honing out your engines. I went to school for this stuff at Samtech, which is here in Houston. It's a great school, but I really didn't pay attention as much as I probably should have. But I do love building engines. It's something that if I can make money at it, dude, I would. That's all I would do. But it's a horribly cutthroat, kind of bottom feeding thing. It's just people aren't willing to. I mean, and I understand that. You know, if you can buy a junkyard LS motor for $1,000 and push it to 1,000 horsepower, really what more do you need? You know, I just told you that for 450, 500 horsepower, whatever the heck the Pontiac's making is terrifying. So, you know, not necessarily many people are willing to pay the money for, you know, engines. And then it takes a while to establish a name. I think once you establish a name in that game, then you could be good. But it's tough. I think it's really tough, but it's fun. If you like just geeking out over, you know, running machines and taking measurements and making sure that stuff's precision, then engine building it's terribly fascinating. So this is great. So when you set up your pistons, if maybe it's a 4-inch bore and you want to have maybe a tenth of a thousandths or maybe 2/10 of a thousandths wider than that to make up for heat expansion or whatever the case might be, you can measure to that resolution, which is, it's amazing. If you think of a thousandths, you know what a thousandths, like if you look at a filler gauge and then imagine dividing that again, you know, by 10, that's pretty amazing. I hope I'm getting that right. So yeah, 10th, yeah. So always wanted one of these. Super excited about this. Why do I need this? Well, I'm going to build that LS2 motor that I have with 5 thou over pistons, their Wiseco's and Molinar rods, and we got the crankshaft all balanced and all that good stuff. I just need to put it together. It's been sitting for like 2 years, and it's going to go into the Volvo. So I needed a dial bore gauge to check the bearings, check all the clearances, and just double check the, you know, the cylinders, and that's exciting. I also have an LSX block that I need to machine and all that, and my friend, a good friend of mine, is getting ready to kind of come with all that equipment, and I'm probably going to be over there like annoying the shit out of him and asking to use his equipment or rent it from him so I can build that engine. I really want to build that. It's a 427. I don't know what I'd put it in. Have no idea what I could possibly put that 427 in, but I would love to build that motor. So Sunnen, God, I'm so excited about this. I just can't tell you. It's got the little anvils. It's got a little card that tells you what each anvil size is and what the range it's used through, and it looks like it goes up to 6/125. Yeah, which is pretty amazing. It's got, yeah, little pieces and parts and whatnot. So 24-inch Sunnen dial bore gauge. certificate of calibration. I can just imagine these guys Ace Venturing this thing all the way to my house. Here's your dial bore gauge, sir. But yeah, super excited about this. I hope you guys are jazzed about this. If you're nerds like me, you are. If not, then, you know, maybe I'll do a welding video. I'm not sure. But yeah, dial bore gauge. Super excited. So be using this soon. Be making some videos on assembling that engine, and you know, maybe we'll do some like how to do that kind of thing. I'm not really the best person for that. I have friends that really are, but maybe I can stumble through it and do like a Jackass's version of how to assemble an engine. I think that'd be fun. I always get mesmerized whenever someone's doing an engine teardown or an engine build. I can sit there and watch that for probably about 30 minutes. That's about my max. But I do enjoy watching that kind of stuff. Like, pull the bearings. What do the bearings look like? Oh, don't look at the cam bearings. So yeah, dial bore gauge. Super happy. I'm going to be making those videos soon, so stick with it. I appreciate you guys dropping in and checking out the video. Be sure to stop by my store. It's called monkeyfabgarage.com, and see if there's any fabrication goodies you need. Until next time, this is Mike from Monkey Fab signing out.